that you're Superman?
Yeah, I know movies. What were they thinking?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like this, right? Like,
Who are you?
what do you mean?
Where's Cassandra? What'd you do with Cassandra? Where'd she go?
Kim, I'm right here. What? Kim, what are you?
You are Cassandra. It really is. I mean, that whole Superman thing with Clark Kent and the glasses. I mean, that's incredible. You look completely different with those on. Oh my God.
No, Kim, oh no, goodness gracious, it's the same.
Cassandra!
What?
Cassandra! Where are you?
Kim.
Someone's here impersonating you. It's not the real you. Cassandra, where'd you go?
Kim.
Cassandra!
Seriously? Oh my gosh. Hi everyone, I'm Cassandra.
And I'm Kim, and welcome to
Central Kids TV. And this month we're talking about ways we can see God at work in history.
And how we can see God at work, like right now.
God is greater than any superhero.
Meet Dino Girl Kim.
This is superhero Disney girl. Oh, you know though?
What?
There is actually a way to have these superheroes fly.
Nuh-uh. Really?
Really.
All
1 minute. Let me grab everything.
right,
So
let's
cool.
do it. That's a lot of stuff.
We can make these superheroes fly. This is what we're going to do. So, now these are film canisters. Do you guys even know what a film canister is?
They probably don't.
These are like super old school.
They are.
But you can order them on Amazon. So there you go. We have film canisters, and take a rubber band.
Okay.
Pick one.
Okay.
And then what you're gonna do is turn upside down and attach your superhero, because we're gonna make the canister fly. The canister is gonna fly.
So does the head go towards the bottom or the top?
Yeah, like this, the way I'm doing it.
Okay, so the head goes on the bottom, towards the bottom.
Right. And then all you need, guys, is you take your canisters, and we're gonna put some warm water in it. And then you need like an Alka-Seltzer, which I know sounds really weird. And you take this, and we're gonna do this outside, because
That's smart. We don't want to make a mess in here.
I think we're gonna make a mess. But all you do is put warm water in, you put in the Alka-Seltzer, put the lid on, turn it upside down, and it flies. All right, you ready to take this outside?
Yes.
All right, here we go, guys.
We're gonna go outside, film.
Put a little bit of some warm water in,
Yeah.
like halfway. Yeah, this is the tricky part. You put the Alka-Seltzer in, put the lid on, and quickly turn it upside down. You ready? You gotta go fast. Here we go. There we go. That was so much fun. It was awesome.
I love it when a plan comes together. That was so amazing.
Speaking of plans, it's time for
The story.
Before the Story.
Story before the story.
Today, we're in Genesis, the very first book in the Bible. In the beginning, God created the whole world and everything in it, including people.
We were made in the image of God to be friends with God.
But the first people chose to go their own way. When they turned from God, the world was broken.
And so was our friendship with God. Sin and darkness crept in.
For generations, only a few people still loved God.
But God never left us on our own. From the beginning, God had a plan to restore it all.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian. You may remember that God saved Noah and his family and an epic zoo through a huge flood, right? So after the flood, Noah's family grew quickly. Just as before, few people were friends with God. Most of them chose to go their own way. But through even the darkest times, God still had a plan. So God chose a man named Abram and his wife Sarai. Years before, they had started on a journey to the land of Canaan along with Abram's father and nephew, but they stopped in Haran on the way and ended up staying there. Now, even though Abram and Sarai gained many flocks and herds in Haran, their hearts ached because they had no children. But their story was just beginning. When Abram was 75 years old, God spoke to him.
Abram,
Who said that? I don't see. Lord?
go from your country, your people and your father's family. Go to the land I will show you.
Where is that?
I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great. You will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you. I will put a curse on anyone who puts a curse on you. All nations on earth will be blessed because of you.
And you can imagine this was a lot to process, right? The God of the entire universe had just spoken to Abram and laid out a plan to save the whole world. And it started with Abram and Sarai making a huge move into the unknown.
Just leave? Everything? Now?
Yep. And God said our family will become a great nation.
But we don't have any children. We don't have a big enough family for an upgraded tent, much less a nation.
In spite of all their questions, Abram and Sarai believed God. So they packed up everything that they owned and started out on an epic trip, along with Abram's nephew Lot and all of their flocks and herds. At long last, they arrived in the land of Canaan and camped near the tree of Moreh at Shechem. And here, God appeared to Abram.
I will give this land to your family who comes after you.
And encouraged by God's promise, Abram built an altar at Shechem to honor the one true God. Then Abram and Sarai traveled east and set up their tent near Bethel. Abram built another altar.
Thank you, God, for bringing us to this land.
God really told you all this will be ours?
He promised it will belong to our family who comes after us.
As in, children. Do you see these wrinkles, Abram? You know how old I am.
The years passed, and still Abram and Sarai had no child. Sometimes they trusted God, and sometimes they made unwise choices out of fear. But God remained faithful. Again, God appeared to Abram in a vision.
Abram, do not be afraid. I am like a shield to you. I am your very great reward.
Abram wanted to believe, but his heart was heavy.
Lord and King, what can you give me? I still don't have children. When I die, my servant Eliezer will get everything I own.
You will have a son of your own.
Then God took Abram outside. Overhead, brilliant stars wheeled like a vast ocean of light.
Look up at the sky. Count the stars if you can.
Abram threw back his head, and maybe he laughed. I mean, counting those stars would take a lifetime, many lifetimes.
That's how many children will be born into your family.
And you know what? In spite of all those long years, Abram chose to keep believing God. It's even recorded that Abram's faith made him right with God. Abram, later called Abraham, and Sarai, later called Sarah, didn't get everything right. But at long last, when Sarah was 90 and Abraham was 100 years old, God gave them their promised son.
His name is Isaac.
Abraham's family did become a great nation, the Israelites. Many hundreds of years later, another baby was born into Abraham's family, God's very own son, Jesus. And through Jesus, the entire world has been blessed, just as God promised. The end.
That story is wild. Abraham and Sarah just packed up and moved. I mean, just like that.
It's such a huge leap into the unknown for sure. Could you imagine? Just pack up everything and drive until God tells you to stop?
It is possible that God might ask your family to make a big move in the future, but God calls each one of us to take small steps of faith every single day.
And faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see.
We can't see God with our own eyes right now, but we can see all the things that God has done.
Like the way God kept his promise with Abraham by giving him a son, and how God kept his promise to bless everyone, that's you and me, by sending Jesus.
That's exactly right. From the very beginning, when people turned away, God had a plan to restore us. Throughout God's story recorded in the Bible, we see how God has been working out that plan. God has promised to make everything right in the end when Jesus returns.
But right now, things are messy. And I mean, we get hurt. Like, people get hurt.
We live in the middle of the story, but God can actually take even the hard things in our lives and make them beautiful.
The disciple Paul wrote, "We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him." That's my favorite verse, by the way.
So even when things get difficult, you can always trust that God has a plan.
Nothing can stop God's plan to bring good out of hard things and to make everything right in the end, even though you may have to wait a long time to see it. Today's big idea is you can trust that God has a plan.
Even when you have to start at a new school where you don't know anyone.
Even when your best friend and you guys get into a fight.
Even when you get blasted out to outer space.
Wow!
See you next time on Central Kids TV.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think if we got a big enough canister and enough water and Alka-Seltzer that you could fly me into space? Dino Girl!
No, that's a terrible idea.